The third and final week of the preseason is here. A fourth exhibition game is a thing of the past. It's the 49ers and the Raiders coming up next.
Well, there's never a shortage of shows or sights and sounds throughout this city, but for the next few hours, all eyes are glued to Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas.
Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with you, and now we sit, CD, at week 3 of the preseason, and this is the one that the coaches probably think is pretty valuable, right?
Certainly. This is the dress rehearsal. This is the one where your starters are going to play. You might even game plan a little bit more than you do with a normal preseason game, and then you've got to decide, do you bring them back after halftime and get them going again in the third quarter so they're ready to go when the regular season begins? I'm eager to see how these coaches will handle that.
And we are underway at Allegiant Stadium. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Well, the 49ers getting ready to go on offense, and it's the Pro Bowler Brock Purdy at the helm in his third NFL season now out of Iowa State.
And the great story of Brock Purdy continues. Had he been drafted in the first round, I think people would be singing his praises to the skies, but for whatever reason, people can't let go of the fact he's Mr. Irrelevant, and they don't give him the credit he deserves. He is not just a system quarterback. He's a guy who enhances his team. Not just along for the ride, he's the one steering the ship. And without him, they're still...
He's got a man complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Give him 32 on the play.
I've heard of quick strike offenses, but this is taking that to the extreme. I mean, the very first snap of the ball game, normally you're thinking, let's get our quarterback comfortable and get him into the flow of the game, but not.
Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey.
And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line.
This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
Well, it certainly appears that the big guys up front have taken charge of the line of scrimmage. Two really nice plays back-to-back. But on the defensive side of the ball, there shouldn't be any despair. Okay, they've got us a couple of times here. Hang in there, keep your composure, and try and figure it out for the next play.
Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be second and goal.
Here's second and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Again, McCaffrey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness. Think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. George Kittle, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the 49ers are on the board first here in Vegas. That was a big throw right there on third and goal.
And the defense has to be prepared for you to throw the ball on third and goal. Because really, second down, second and goal, that's your play action time, and you're not sure whether they're going to run it or throw it. Third down, you're usually sure they're probably going to pass it. Even more impressive that they got it done. And on the opening drive of the game.
Moody good with the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So out come the Raiders for their opening drive, and at the helm in his first year in silver and black, 6th season overall, Gardner Minshew.
And he's someone who brings a ton of personality with him, but don't let that fool you. He's more than capable of playing winning football at this level and has actually done so. I don't know if he's their long-term answer under center, but as long as he trots out there, they'll have a puncher's chance and maybe a bit more to compete with any team they line up against.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Here's 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10. At the 28-yard line.
Minshew sets to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Looking to throw it, Minshew. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Down the left sideline. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Brock Bowers, 72 yards. And the Raiders are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own.
Charles, that was a heck of a play.
It truly was, because when he made that catch, he had to shake through some people, right? So that play, to me, a highlight film that should be accompanied by bass music, right? I mean, boom, 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 and he finds his way to the end zone. Terrific play.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Well, now how about this return? And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. Back out there comes the 49ers offense, ready for their 2nd drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Purdy. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And 3rd and 8 now. In search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Here's Purdy. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
And the 49ers first down.
Out of the gun, Purdy. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. That'll give him 8 that time, and that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple. Now Purdy. He's got Thomas yet again complete. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. Able to find the open man. That's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Defense was thinking run, and they're dealt a pass of just under 20 yards.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back and He's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Back to throw, Purdy.
That's caught out right by Jennings.
Now we get a stoppage because a member of the Raiders shaken up on that one. Well, injury's never good, especially here in the preseason. Hopefully nothing serious. They'll take a look at him, and we'll step aside for a moment. 2nd and 6 with the ball on the 7. And throwing here, Purdy.
And he's got it. Touchdown. Deebo Samuel. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the 49ers have now taken the lead.
Now Moody for the PAT.
It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. That time, a 9-play drive.
And it's Deebo Samuel who caps things with a touchdown reception. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
They'll go play action here with Minshew. Bryant with a catch right side. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. Now Minshew.
Man open downfield is Gallup. He's got it.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 38-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got to step on them. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
That's to the Notre Dame man, Michael Mayer.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll make it second down. Again, Minshew looking to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Bowers. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
That's to Bowers once again.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus, and indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. Second and goal from inside the 5.
Again, Madison. But he will go backwards as he stopped for a loss. But now he appears to be in some pain. Boy, you hate to see this before the regular season even begins. And we'll take a break and come back. More preseason action in a moment.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. Buying time to his left. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Gardner Minshew, a 6-yard touchdown run.
And the Raiders are an extra point away from evening this one up.
What an effort there. Sometimes you hold your breath a bit when you see your quarterback diving for the end zone. You don't want him to land on a shoulder wrong or take a big shot. But he looks none the worse for wear here, and that winds up a touchdown.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 14. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told.
And it was Gardner Minshew who finished things off himself with a touchdown run.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. The 49ers ready to set up shop again offensively.
And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now.
Purdy.
Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey.
And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line.
He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
45 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
On first down, this is McCaffrey.
To the 27-yard line.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
And he is going to have a 49ers first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the first down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the first down, get a new set, and let's start over.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Purdy looking to throw.
Completes it to Jennings.
And the Niners are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Pretty entertaining start. 14-all the score on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Purdy now to throw.
And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line.
Max Crosby blowing up the play and getting the sack.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
shotgun now with Purdy.
Throwing middle, and it's complete. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal?
Purdy from the gun. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. So Purdy off and Moody on for the 49er field goal.
This a fairly straightforward 22-yard short attempt. And his kick is good.
So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Raiders offense coming back out onto the field.
And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Here's Minshew. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
These offensive starters still out there in the 2nd quarter. You would think the plans for them to at least play into the 3rd quarter, if not all the way through it.
Yeah, it might go by feel. If they have a really good first drive to start the 3rd quarter, they might pull them after that. If not, might leave them out there a little bit longer, but I'll guarantee this, they'll be gone by the start of the 4th quarter.
5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
From the gun, Minshew to throw.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. 3rd down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out, but his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Off play action, it's Minshew.
A quick throw, but incomplete.
You know, last week I remember asking you, what would an offensive coordinator be looking for week 2 of the preseason? Now we're in week 3. Defensive coordinator-wise, what's he looking at?
For the most part in preseason.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
3rd and 16.
Minshew sets to throw.
Under pressure, and they got to him again.
Malik Collins, he's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
So on 4th down, here's A.J. Cole to punt for the Raiders. Back to return it, Christian McCaffrey.
And this is a beauty as that ball is going to angle out at the 6-yard line.
Christian McCaffrey and his 49er teammates back onto the field.
He's been effective so far, over the 40-yard mark here in the 2nd quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips, and get a little bit lower than the guys on the other side of the football, and they've moved them out of the way for the runner.
Sometimes that's tough for those big fellas.
Not an easy thing for them to do.
Now 2nd and 9.
Operating from the gun,
Purdy.
And his throw is incomplete.
Perfect example of the kind of attitude you have to play defensive back in the NFL. You want to be the only defender around, and you want them to challenge you. And on that play, he came through.
Purdy from the gun on third down. That's to the sideline and incomplete. And points on their first two possessions, a touchdown and a field goal, but this time, defense stands strong.
Would you say that things maybe are trending now in the right direction for them?
Better than drives 1 and 2.
There's no doubt about it. Now maybe they can exhale a little bit, gather themselves, and really get back into this game.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. Going to begin the drive here with Madison. Now they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
That's good for Las Vegas. First down. 1st and 10.
Out of the gun is Minshew. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the 49ers will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
Back to throw. Purdy. And the Raiders have got him.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another, because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their...
Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Tyree Wilson. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away.
46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
Running from the shotgun with Madison. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Another carry now for Madison. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
And this will be incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
Looking to throw it. Minshew. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
And some strong running. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. San Francisco set to go on offense once more.
The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that can put your team in some jeopardy?
Tyree Wilson in there to get him yet again. That is his third sack tonight. They can't figure him out. But, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now a give, right side McCaffrey. And a short 3-yard pickup gets him up to the 15. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Las Vegas' offense back out there, ready to go. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
And they begin the drive with Abdullah.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
Here's a give to Madison running right. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice, dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
And he is going to have the Raiders first down, as that'll be a pickup of about 5 as they convert on 3rd and inches.
Raiders first down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He goes underneath to Abdullah. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that will bring up 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the Niners' 42.
They'll set up a throw. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, finding his way into the backfield. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 10. They'll drop to throw. Under pressure, they got him again.
Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's a game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The 49ers offense making its way back out there.
As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here's Purdy.
This is Jennings. So the completion good for 7 there, and it's second down. And they'll send the tight end in motion left.
Now Purdy. Ayuk bringing it in on the crossing route here.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 45-yard line. That one good for 16 as the drive continues.
And time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
This 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, Purdy.
Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 27-yard line. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1.
Purdy off the play fake.
He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Nate Hobbs. And the Raiders are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
Now Minshew. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
That's complete into the hands of Myers. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
They'll throw now on the final play.
Short throw caught by Bowers.
So we have reached halftime here with the visiting 49ers on top. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. Week 3 of the preseason is here. Everyone wrapping up their exhibition schedule. No games for the league on Labor Day weekend. And then it all begins. The 17-game regular season gets underway on the Thursday after Labor Day with the NFL kickoff game. In our game, expect to see the starters for at least one more drive. Something to look forward to as we get you back out to Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
Our starters likely to be out there for the third quarter as we get back underway in this second half.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Raider offense ready to go here to start the third quarter. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
They'll run again. This time it's Abdullah.
And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35.
As we surmise, Charles, most of the starting units still out there for this third quarter. First time this preseason that they played into the second half.
And that's by design. Most of the time by this point of the preseason, you want them to go into the half, cool down, and then come back out and warm up to start the third quarter like you would a regular season game. That's exactly what they wanted to get done.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll go Madison up the middle. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks out, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down.
I'll give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. He was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
Here's Madison running on first down. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Here's Madison getting it again on 2nd.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. They'll try to get it on the ground with Madison. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line.
62 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Now a give to Madison. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. He finds his way into the secondary again on this drive. They might want to try getting him down a little closer to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, what do they call that? 3rd level run, 1st level being the D-line, and linebacker 2nd level in the secondary, the 3rd. When you block it up well and you make the secondary do all the tackling, that will wear on a defense.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
Madison diving for the end zone, and he is in. Touchdown.
Well, he's been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Carlson on for the PAT. It's up and good to make it 21-17. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it was capped off by a touchdown scamper from Alexander Madison. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Niners offense and Brock Purdy getting ready for this next possession. And we'll take you through some of the highlights here. You'll notice he had a hand in a lot of them so far. He's got this offense rolling right now.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent is still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
Back to throw, Purdy.
This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right.
He's going to get it on the jet sweep.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain, or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A gain of 5. First down, 49ers.
Throwing here, Purdy. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Brings up second and 10.
Purdy will set up to throw it here.
Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
Purdy looking to throw.
Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first.
I thought maybe when he caught, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
Wishnowski on to punt as he sends this one away.
That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it.
The Raiders offense and their running back getting set to go once more. And you have to imagine this defense saying, how do we stop this guy? He has run roughshod through him to this point in the third quarter.
They'll start on the ground with Madison. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. Second and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play. Second and 10. At the 3-yard line.
Going to run with Madison again. And that gets him a little room as he'll take this up over the 10-yard line.
81 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
Good work by Minshew there to pick up the first.
Well, he and his offense were staring down what was likely a 3-and-out. Zero fear from his side, though. Never doubted for a second they pick up the first. He's ready to pull the trigger on a keeper the moment it revealed itself.
On first down, Abdullah. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
From the 25 on second down, Minshew got his man complete over the middle. That's Myers. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. On the handoff, it's Madison. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
Good for another Las Vegas. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Here's Madison. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Up the middle, Abdullah. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
4 yards. That's another Raiders first down.
They'll run it with Madison. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
At the 44-yard line.
Now back to throw.
Short throw caught by Bowers.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 28. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage. So timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
They'll run with Madison. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
2nd and 5.
Here's Minshew.
Over the middle, hooks up with the tight end Bowers.
That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here.
Now Minshew has it knocked out. Fumble.
And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the second half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the second half of a tight football game. Now you've got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football.
The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the 4th and final quarter. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback.
That is caught. And he is going to have a Niners first down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
And the 49ers first down.
Now Dobbs. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
If they get a game-changing score on this drive, it's going to be because of plays like that. That run was pure heart. Took it himself, found a way to reset the downs, and advance the ball.
Well, they run the option on 2nd down.
And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Here's Dobbs to throw. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack.
Malcolm Kuntz
in there to get him. That is the 6th time that they have sacked him tonight.
I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Back to throw Dobbs. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Malcolm Kuntz, 2 plays in a row now that he has gotten in there for the sack, and it brings up 4th down.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Here comes the 49ers punter now as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. We'll call that a 47-yard punt, a return of just 3.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. To throw here, O'Connell. To the sideline and incomplete.
And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football to places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
On the handoff, it's Laube. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. Now the 49ers settling in for their next drive. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
That was for the lead right there. They know they're in a position where fortune favors the brave. So they took their shot, but couldn't connect.
Dobbs is throwing. That to the sideline, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Facyson. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick 6.
Carlson now to add the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. It's a foot race. And they finally got to him at the 2-yard line. Almost coast to coast. What a great return. They'll be set up beautifully. How about this starting field position? 1st and goal from 2 yards out. Throwing after the interception. Dobbs. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Joshua Dobbs taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Niners have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Well, the big play prior to this one got them down there, and they're able to stick it in on the very next snap.
And I think those last 2 plays, that's what you're talking about, balance, right? Big pass play, puts them in position, turn right around and hand it off, and you've got a running play that finishes it off in the end zone.
And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Now the Vegas offense heading back out there. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. 2 yards to go, 2nd down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 36-yard line.
They run straight ahead here with White. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 4 yards to pick up, 1st down.
That's good for Las Vegas. 1st down. First and 10 at the 40.
Now it's O'Connell. And it's nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. Second and 10.
At the 40-yard line.
They go with White on the counter. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You